Close your eyes for a second. Imagine waking up tomorrow morning and two people who both claim to love you are no longer just hoping for your attention. They are fighting for it. Not with words, not with arguments, but with energy, with tears, with prayers they think no one can hear. One of them is down on their knees right now, not in front of you, but in front of the universe, whispering your name like it's the only word that still makes sense in their world. The other one? They're sitting in silence, replaying every single moment they had with you, asking themselves the same question over and over again. Why did I let them go? Why did I wait so long? And here you are, the chosen one, the one they're both fighting over. But before we get into what Spirit is revealing today, before we get into why this situation has become so intense, so magnetic, so undeniable, I need you to stop and ask yourself something real. Are you truly ready to receive what's coming? Because what I'm about to share with you isn't just a tarot reading. It isn't just spiritual tea. This is a message delivered directly to you through the cards, through the energy, through the universe itself, and it has been waiting for the right moment to reach you. That moment is now. Comment 99 in the comments if you're ready to receive. Part 1. The energy around you right now. The first thing Spirit wants you to know is this: you are not imagining it. That feeling you've had recently, the one that makes you pause in the middle of the day, the one that hits you when a song plays, the one that shows up in your dreams without warning, that is not random. That is not your mind playing tricks on you. That is them thinking about you. And not just one of them, both of them. The energy around you right now is extraordinarily powerful. I don't say that lightly. I've been doing these readings for years, and what I'm seeing in your field today is something that doesn't show up often. There is a pull, a gravitational force that is surrounding your name, your face, your essence. You have become a point of convergence for two very different paths, two very different people who both arrived at the same conclusion through completely different journeys. That conclusion: you are the one. Not one of the options, not a good choice, the one. The person they compare everyone else to, the person who set a standard so high that nobody else can seem to reach it. The person whose absence left a wound that no amount of time, distraction, or substitution has been able to heal. Let that land for a moment. You have been walking around, maybe doubting yourself, maybe wondering if you were too much or not enough, maybe telling yourself that love was complicated, that people didn't really see you, that the connection you dreamed of wasn't real or wasn't possible. But Spirit is pulling the curtain back today, and what's behind it will take your breath away.
Part 2. What the cards are revealing. The first card that came out for you is the Two of Cups, and it landed in the center of your spread, like it belonged there, like it had been waiting there all along. This card, in this position, speaks of a divine connection, a recognition between souls that transcends logic, transcends timing, transcends every obstacle that has stood in the way. Two of Cups is not a casual card. It doesn't show up for situationships. It doesn't show up for lukewarm energy. It shows up when something real is on the table, when the universe has recognized a bond so significant that it needs to be witnessed, named, and honored. And it's showing up for you today. But here's what makes this reading so extraordinary, because I need you to understand the full picture. There isn't just one person connected to this card in your reading. There are two, and they are both orbiting you with the same intensity, the same longing, the same unspoken declaration. The second card, the Tower. Now, before you panic, stay with me. The Tower in this context is not about destruction for the sake of destruction. It's about revelation. It's about the walls that people have been hiding behind finally crumbling. It's about the truth that has been suppressed, denied, and buried under pride and fear, finally rising to the surface, whether anyone is ready for it or not. Someone in your life has been holding something back from you, something enormous. And the Tower says that silence is ending. They can no longer keep it inside. The pressure has become too great. The weight of what they feel, what they have always felt, has become impossible to contain. And very soon, probably sooner than you expect, those walls are coming down. What stands on the other side of those walls? A confession, a declaration, a decision. And the third card, the card that Spirit saved for last because it is the most powerful of all, is the Lovers. The Lovers is not just a card about romance. It is a card about choice, about alignment, about standing at a crossroads and making the decision that your soul has known was right all along, even when your mind tried to convince you otherwise. For you, the Lovers today means that a choice is being made. But the beautiful part? The choice isn't only theirs, it's also yours. Part 3. Who They Are. Person 1. Let me tell you about the first person in this reading. This is someone who has known you for a while. Someone who has watched you from a particular angle, maybe as a friend, maybe as someone who came in and out of your life at different moments, maybe as someone who was always almost there, but never fully committed. This person loves you deeply, but they love you quietly. They are not the type to make grand gestures. They are not the type to put everything on the table in an obvious way. Their love is the kind that shows up in the small things, in the way they remember what you said 3 months ago, in the way they check on you without making it a big deal, in the way they always seem to appear exactly when you need someone. But Spirit is showing me that this person has been afraid. Not afraid of you, afraid of losing you. Afraid that if they say too much, ask for too much, want too much, you will leave. And so they have been sitting in this careful, guarded space, trying to love you from a safe distance, hoping that someday the timing would feel right. Here is what they don't know. The timing they've been waiting for is now. Something shifted in them recently. I keep seeing the image of someone standing in front of a mirror, looking at themselves, really looking, and having a moment of clarity that shook them to their core, a moment where they realized that waiting was no longer a strategy. It was a self-imposed prison. They have been thinking about you constantly, not just in a general way, in a specific, detailed, desperate way. They're thinking about things you said, about the way you laughed, about a particular moment between you two that they have replayed so many times, it's almost worn smooth like a stone carried in a pocket for years. They are getting ready to step forward, and when they do, it will not be timid. It will not be half-hearted. It will be everything. Part 4. Who They Are. Person 2. Now let me tell you about the second person. This energy is different. Where the first person is quiet fire, slow burning, steady, deep, this person is a flame that burns hot and fast and impossible to ignore. This is someone who may have hurt you before, someone whose timing was off, whose actions didn't always match their feelings, whose pride or fear or circumstance kept them from being fully present for you when you needed it most. And they have been living with that unfinished feeling ever since. But here's what Spirit is showing me about this person that is absolutely crucial for you to hear. They are not the same person they were when things fell apart. Something has happened in their life, something humbling, something that brought them to their knees, and it stripped away everything that was standing in the way of their truth. And their truth is that they love you, that they have always loved you, that every attempt to move on, to start over, to replace what they had with you has failed, not because love doesn't exist elsewhere, but because what they feel for you is something that cannot be recreated. It is specific to you. And this person, this intense, complicated, beautiful, imperfect person, is in the process of doing something I don't see often in readings. They are changing. Not for the idea of you, not to win you back as a trophy, but because they looked at who they were and decided that person was not worthy of the love they want to offer you. That kind of transformation, that is rare. That is real. And Spirit says, take note.
Part 5. What Spirit wants you to know. Here is the message that kept coming through, louder than everything else, from the moment I opened this reading. You have been shrinking yourself to make other people comfortable, and the universe is done watching. You were not put here to be a background character in your own love story. You were not born to be someone's maybe, someone's backup plan, someone's "I'll get to you when I figure myself out." You are the main character of a story that is about to experience a dramatic, beautiful, long overdue turning point. The fighting over you that's happening right now, in the spiritual realm, in the hearts of the people connected to you, that is not chaos. That is recognition. That is two souls finally waking up to what they almost let slip away. That is the universe conspiring to bring the right things to the surface at exactly the right time. But Spirit also wants to give you a word of caution. In the midst of all of this incoming attention, all of this energy, all of this confirmation that yes, you are seen, you are wanted, you are the one, do not lose yourself. Do not give your power away to either person simply because being chosen feels good. Being chosen is not the destination. Being authentically loved in a way that honors who you are, that grows you, that meets you at the level you deserve, that is the destination. You have standards for a reason, you have discernment for a reason, and Spirit says that now more than ever it is time to use it. The right person for you is the one who doesn't make you question your worth, the one who doesn't require you to perform or shrink or wait endlessly for proof of their love, the one who shows up consistently, boldly, with their whole heart and makes it undeniably clear that you are not a choice they are making in spite of their fears, but because of their courage. That person exists in this reading. Spirit is confident. Part 6. What's coming in the next 48 hours? I need you to pay close attention to this section because Spirit was very specific about timing. Within the next 48 hours, there will be a shift. It may come as a message. It may come as an unexpected encounter. It may come as a dream so vivid you wake up wondering if it actually happened. But something is moving in your direction, something that has been building beneath the surface for a long time, and it is about to break through. Watch for someone reaching out who you haven't heard from in a while. Watch for a conversation that starts casually but becomes something much deeper and more meaningful than either of you planned. Watch for a moment of unexpected vulnerability, either from someone else or from within yourself, where something true and long suppressed finally gets to breathe. Spirit also says, don't force it. You don't need to do anything dramatic to make this happen. The energy is already in motion. Your job right now is simply to be present, to be open, and to trust that the universe has been working behind the scenes in ways you couldn't see, building something for you that is worth every moment of the wait. You were always the one. I want to close with this because it's the truest thing I can say to you today. You didn't stumble onto this reading by accident. The universe is intentional, and you are here because a part of you, deep down, beneath all the doubt and the waiting and the wondering, already knows that something significant is coming. You are the chosen one, not because you are perfect, not because love has been easy or painless or uncomplicated for you, but because your soul signed up for a love story that is worth telling. A love that is transformative, a love that makes both people better simply by existing in it. And that love is closer than you think. The people fighting over you right now, they see what you sometimes forget to see in yourself. They see the rare, irreplaceable, extraordinary person that you are, and they are terrified of a future where someone else gets to be the one who loves you. Let that be your reminder today, not to feed your ego, but to reset your standards. You deserve to be loved like someone's greatest blessing, like someone's answered prayer, like the person they knew from the very moment that they couldn't let go of, because that's exactly what you are.
Comment 99 below if this reading resonated with you, and if you felt Spirit speaking to you through these words, share this with someone who needs to hear it today. The universe sees you, the love is real, and you, my dear chosen one, are never going back to being anyone's option.